Hello, excuse me. I'm sorry to bother. I was wondering if you could help me. I'm new in town, you see. I'm visiting my twin sister, and I was supposed to meet her at the E&E cafe, but on my walk over here, my phone died. I was using it as a map, and without it, I'm completely lost. Would it be too much to ask you for directions? I have a pen and paper ready. I really am sorry for bothering you. I know how incredibly awkward it must be to be approached by a stranger. I've been turned down multiple times before this. I'll be completely alright with you turning me down as well. The last thing I want to do is make you uncomfortable. Oh, you will help me? Oh, thank you for letting me use your time. Why don't we step to the other side of this building so we're out of the sidewalk? I said that I needed to find the E&D cafe. My sister is such a worrier. Getting to her as soon as possible is my greatest concern at the moment. That looks like the place. Apologies for my close proximity. I left my glasses at the hotel and I don't want to handle your phone. So I turn there, turn right on the 2nd street, another immediate left, and that should do it. According to your directions, it should only take about 10 minutes on foot from here. Thank you again. I'm sure I would have been wandering until my sister sent a search party for me. Oh, before you go, may I bother you for another favor? Well, you see, I don't have a sister, and this was all a ruse to get you close to me. There's currently a concealed gun being held to your side. The moment you move without my permission, my dear, you will be shot. I don't intend to kill you, but it will be unpleasant. So I suggest you don't do anything rash, like scream or run. Do you understand? I ask that we now continue to move down the alley between these buildings. You're going to lead and the gun will be at your back. I'd like you to walk all the way down until you reach a dead end. I'm an excellent shot, my dear. Please do not test it. I can and will get away with anything that I do to you in the public eye. It will be in your best interest to follow my instructions. That dumbfounded expression on your face mixed with your fear makes you look so darling. You were so adorably trusting, so ready to help those in need, so vulnerable, gullible, like prey waiting to be caught. So come now, my little lamb. I'd like to finally have some alone time with you. Walking slower isn't going to buy you time, my dear. It's just going to build up my anticipation for our time together. It gives me time to imagine what I'm going to do to you. Gets me excited. Oh, crying won't help you either. Are you trying to excite me more? Emotions are so fascinating to me. It gives me a rush seeing you cry. You're building up my ego, little lamb. How powerful am I to be able to make you cry and tremble without having done a single thing to you yet? You're going to be my favorite. Home is just up ahead. Go ahead and pull the open door, won't you? I left it unlocked for us. I apologize for the mess. I wasn't expecting you. Please, make yourself at home. Have I made you that weak in the knees that you're already falling for me? I'm sure the shock will pass. There's a sofa that you can lie down on, but if you'd like to stay on your knees in front of me, I'm not opposed. No, I wasn't expecting you. You were an impulse, you see. Usually I pick my targets carefully. I conjure up plans to lure them to me with as little work and as little fight as possible. I don't like to waste my time on catching my prey. I prefer to waste my time savoring them instead. You walked by me earlier today. You stopped by the bakery when I was disposing of some things in the dumpster. You were a sight to behold. You nearly made me drop what I was doing and snatch you up right there where you stood. It took all of me to finish my tasks before I could come back home to pick up a gun and a few props for my little act that brought you here. You know, you made me believe in love at first sight. I saw you and knew that I wanted to see you bleed and hear you scream. The amount of fantasies I've had already about you. I know that when I make them a reality, it'll be euphoric to say the least. I know you're trying hard to keep your eyes on the ground. I know the moment that I look away from you, you're going to try and find your way out. I don't recommend trying. I don't forget a face, especially not yours, and considering I have this. Look familiar? Your ID, your debit cards, photos of loved ones, all tucked neatly for me in your wallet to use against you if you decide to do something rash. The police won't help you. Your loved ones will suffer a worse fate than you if they get involved, since I don't care for them as much as I do you. I will find you again no matter what it takes, and I won't be in a pleasant mood as I am now. I thought I would save you the trouble and added pain unless you welcome it, of course. Then I'm sure you will enjoy my company immensely. Would you care for a drink? No need to be afraid of me drugging it. I prefer my prey conscious and aware of everything that I do to them. I just thought I would offer it to you now. It might help the rawness of your throat once the screaming begins. I haven't got caught yet, my dear. No one has come and investigated the hours of screams that bounce off my walls. It's almost like everyone is in on it and prefers not to get involved and be the one screaming instead. Oh, I don't use guns, my little lamb. This gun is fake. Guns are too loud. You don't get to hear the initial gasps of pain that are oh so endearing to me. My weapon of choice is something more quiet and more intimate. Knives are the way to go. Knives are the way to truly show your victims that you care about every second of pain that they're in. Am I going to kill you? Oh, not intentionally. It usually happens that way. I don't mean to be a killer. It's just that most of my prey are unable to take what I can give them. I assure you, I put a lot of care into extending their lives to spend more time with them. Their minds are the first to go. Their sanity is lost, and then their bodies follow. It's beautiful to see a mind break. I can't imagine how heavenly it will be to see yours shatter under my hand. I want you to be different, my little lamb. I want to keep you with me for a while. I've always shattered the minds and the souls of my prey, but never did I try to put the pieces back together. I think I want you to be the first. It almost sounds romantic, doesn't it? To celebrate our first night together, how about we do something cliché, like carve our initials in an arrowhead heart? Shh. I'm a lot stronger than you, my dear. Struggling will tire you out more, and I want you to have plenty of energy to scream your little lungs out. I think we'll work on your left arm today. If you keep trying to take your right arm out from under my knee, I will apply more pressure and break it. Focus on your left arm, my little lamb. Focus on the searing pain of each letter that I'm going to carve into your skin to commemorate our lives together from this point on. Don't worry, I'll carve it deep, so it leaves long, lasting scars. Try to hold still. If I make a mistake, I'm just going to start over somewhere else. Each place more painful than the last. Deep breaths, my dear. We have a long night ahead of us.